friends, welcome back to the channel today. My name is Carly.
And I'm Kim.
And today we're kind of coming at you with a little bit of a different video. Today we're actually going to be showcasing and chatting a little bit about some products that I've actually had my eye on for a while, and I've seen a lot of other content creators using and chatting about. And when Kim went to PAX, she was able to physically see them in person, and you fell in love with them.
Oh yeah.
Like immediately.
Yes, immediately. Obsessed.
Immediately obsessed.
Yes.
And so we are going to be chatting about all of these organizers and tray dividers and everything from the company called Modern Meeple. So Modern Meeple is a company that, like I mentioned before, I've actually had my eye on for a while. And when Kim told me that she was planning on going to PAX, I actually put together a list of booths that, if she had time to run by and check out. And while I was going through that list, I actually saw Modern Meeple's little booth pop up while I was scrolling through on their website. And so I immediately messaged Kim and I said, "Okay, you need to go if you have a chance, go and check out this booth because their product looks amazing, and I really wanted to see if it was as good in real life as it looked online and from what I've been seeing from pictures and videos." So thankfully, in Kim's busy schedule, you were actually able to make it to their booth.
Yes.
Right? Yep. Okay, so how about you share a little bit about what that was like, seeing these in person?
Yeah, so I came up to the Modern Meeple booth, and I had my phone out, and I was already like kind of going over everything. I'm like, look at these. These are beautiful, so aesthetically pleasing, so gorgeous. And then I was able to meet with Josh, who created and designed and crafts everything, and he handcrafted the booth, and I was just floored away. And he was able to chat with him and talk to him about his product, how he came up with the design, like what inspired him to even create this in the process. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Create
this and the process.
Create this. Oh, I mumbled my words. Anyways. Sorry, that was weird. I was able to chat with him and what inspired him to really create this, and the process of him coming to how he wanted it to be different and to stand out and not just be like any other just kind of typical wooden upgrades that you can get for games sometimes.
So I want to make something really clear. That we are not being paid to do this at all. He did not ask us to do this at all. But Kim was gifted these, and when Kim got back from PAX, she said, "Carly, we got to play these games. We got to test these out." So we started playing with them and testing them, and I fell in love with them too.
Yeah.
And so I was like, you know what? I really want to do a video chatting about these, and I was kind of talking with Kim about this earlier. It's like I would even like to start doing just kind of little mini reviews on my own personal games and the way that I upgrade them, because I'm really big into upgrading my games, making them really nice. I really want to have a really nice curated nice collection of board games personally. And so I think that this fits that, and so that's why I really wanted to chat about this on our channel, because we really did love these so much. And again, with our Christmas gift guide that we did, one of the videos was the gifts for gamers who have it all.
Yes.
And this is definitely something that, after playing with them a handful of times, I would definitely recommend.
Oh yeah.
For that list, or if you're looking for people looking specifically to buy gifts for gamers, I feel like this would just be such a great gift and a great thing to look into. So that's why we wanted to chat about it on the channel today.
And Carly and I, if you haven't noticed, we chat a lot about artwork and how important artwork is to a game, and the cover and how that matters. And I haven't played Honey Buzz yet, we opened it up and I looked at all the components for the first time. I'm like, oh my, these are so cute and so awesome. And I am now officially interested in playing this game with you. And I think, I said, when I approached the booth and saw how aesthetically pleasing the colors are and how it looks, and you have these great components already in the game, and I just feel this does elevate it. It looks pretty. right? Like
Yes.
it looks really nice.
And it really does elevate your gameplay when you have some sort of storage container or storage system like this while you're playing the game. It just makes it easier to reach in and grab stuff. And so let's chat a little bit about what is currently on the table. So obviously in the middle of the table, this is their Gamey Susan.
The mini Gamey
Susan.
Yeah.
And so obviously, here I'll scoot this off to the side so maybe it spins a little bit better. But this is a Lazy Susan. And the nice thing about this is these little trays that are in here are completely like interchangeable.
Yep.
So you can go on their website and you can customize the color, the shape, the certain how many like little sections within each hexagon you would want. And it makes it just so nice and easy, especially if you have like a handful of these.
Yeah.
To change them out based on whatever game that you're playing that night.
And like this one, like.
And I love that. I love how there's a spot for cards. And I know on their website, or at least on their Instagram, they primarily use this for quacks. If you're familiar with quacks, you have a bunch of tokens, and for every token, you have a little like recipe card or ingredient card or something, and so it keeps it really nice and organized on this Lazy Susan.
One of the things that like I wanted to chat about in addition to like these, or they have these like card holders. They call it the Waffle Tile. And initially, these really caught my eye, and why I wanted two of them specifically for my two boys, because sometimes we're playing games and they get really overwhelmed with holding cards in their hands, and they like end up just scattering them all over the table and like having them face up and whatnot, and I mean that's fine. But I was like, oh, this would work really great for solving that problem for kids. And so I got them thinking like, I didn't really see a purpose and use for them for myself originally. That changes. But originally I was like, no, these are great for kids. I want two for my kids. And we actually put it to use that same day at PAX. When our friend Will, he went to PAX as well, and he had gotten Cat in the Box, and he was teaching it to me and Shepherd, my 6-year-old, and I was like, you know what, we're going to test this out right now, because Shepherd was already like trying to look at his cards, putting them down on the table, and I'm like, here Shepherd, try this out. Gave him, so that's where we have like these, what game is in here?
Cover Your Cookies.
Cover Your Cookies. Which is a great game to play with kids, I'm assuming. I'm saying that. I haven't actually played it.
It is. It's a great game to play with
kids. So we have Cover Your Cookies in here to like display how useful it can be to help kids. And Shepherd was able to play Cat in the Box, I think, more easily than he would have, because he was able to put his cards in there and see all of them, and then it was awesome. And this Waffle Tile, I displayed the Libertalia cards from Libertalia Winds of Galecrest. I wanted to make sure I got it right. But I have the Libertalia cards because if you've played Libertalia, there's so often you like have to try to play, like for me at least, I'm trying to plan
like your steps.
Yes, the steps. I like plan 3 or 4 turns in advance for each voyage that you're making. And so having something like this would be really helpful in being like, okay, this one first, then this one, then this one, and I don't have to keep going back and forth in my mind and picking up cards and putting them down and making sure I have the right order. So that was just like, that was like exciting for me to realize like that there is more use to it than just being really helpful for my kids. But
so Modern Meeple actually has a handful of other stuff that they offer. This is just what we currently have, but they have like big trays for dice thrown. That's another big thing. They have another little Gamey Susan thing that's has 7 spaces, so it's a really, really big Lazy Susan. And they have obviously a lot of these in every single color you could possibly imagine. They have like an individual player board that they do. They had
where you can again put your cards in front of you and put like your own pieces, and I almost got that as well.
I know. So it has like a spot for 2, right? 2 of these, and then it has a big long space for cards.
Yes.
It's just a way to keep all of your personal things organized for whatever game that you're currently playing at that time.
Yeah.
So they have a handful of different stuff on their site, but we we got gifted these, and so this is what we personally were able to kind of interact with and play, and we were just both so impressed. I think one of the biggest things for me is how light, but yet how sturdy this feels.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm going to grab my I have my Lazy Susan over here.
Can you reach it?
I barely reached it. So this is what I currently use. I use this all the time for games in regards to, I have those little plastic things and I put components, and so this definitely works, but it is so big and heavy. It is so big and heavy. And so when we got gifted these, I thought for sure that it was going to be relatively big and heavy.
Yeah.
It is so light. Like, it's so nice. Like, this would be so easy to throw, like, in a gaming bag and bring to game night, because it's just nice and it's easy and it's light. And another thing that I didn't even realize until he told you this, but the color for these, they're actually, how did he describe it? It's like soaked through the entire thing.
Yeah.
So if you do ding this or dent it, you're not going to like see white underneath this or something. It's going to stay the same color, which I really, really liked that as well. So overall, the production just felt really, I mean, they feel amazing. They really do. They were honestly better than I was anticipating them being.
Definitely say, if you're looking for a way to like up your tabletop experience, then this is definitely a company you should go check out. And I think they're onto something really great.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, so I know that this isn't kind of like a typical review for us, but we did just absolutely love this product, and we wanted to chat about it, because that's something that I really want to do on my channel. Is I want to talk about the board games that I love, and I want to talk about the components and upgrades and just all things board game related on our channel. So if you are interested in this, make sure you go over. I'll make sure to link everything in the description below to their own personal website. But yeah, I think this is definitely something that we would recommend for all the gamers in your life. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed this video, if you would please consider subscribing, it would mean so much to us. It really helps support us in everything that we're doing over here on the channel. We hope you have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you next time. Restart. Oh my gosh, why am I struggling? Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you enjoyed this video, and if you could go ahead and subscribe to... Okay.
Wait, do you have some thoughts?
Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you did watch this video and of course they watched it, restart.